Hi everybody, this is Diane. It is Thursday afternoon. It is 3:16 in the afternoon, and this is the first chance I've had to be down here. I wasn't able to be down here, I don't think at all yesterday. It's just been a difficult week as far as crafting goes. I've had just too many things going on, and anyway, here I am. So I am just working on finishing up the third paper doll journal, one that will go in my shop, and I'm working on the third signature of that paper doll journal. So maybe I can actually get it done, but I don't know. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll have it done. We are gearing up for a storm, as probably most of you in the United States are doing. So I think I'll get to stay home. I just came from my parents and got extra supplies for them and made a pie for my dad because he was hankering for a lemon pie. So I took that to him. So anyway, I am just collaging on the final paper bag. So I already have the top cut off of this so it can be opened here. And I'm just going to add this bingo paper. So I don't really know what is left to do, so I don't know what we will be doing. We're just going to, I thought this was my only opportunity to make a video for tomorrow. I had told you that I would try to do videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday instead of every day. I'd been skipping Sundays a lot for a while now, not having a video upload on Sunday. But I decided I was going to try to have videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it's been really hard this week to even get that done. I didn't have one Monday, but I did Tuesday, Wednesday, and if I don't have this one, I won't have anything for tomorrow, Friday. So we're just going to work together today. I hope you will join me. I hope you will either sit back with a cup of coffee and a cookie, or join me in with your craft space and do some fun things. Or however you want to watch my video or listen to my video. I just appreciate you coming along and keeping me company, feeling a little bit frazzled. But this will be my relaxing time right here. I have laundry going, so you might hear something in there. I did a load this morning while I was waiting for the pie to bake and all that, working on that stuff. But now I have another load in the washer. So, what's going to go in here? Oh, okay. I have to collage on a tag similar to this. Now, I need to go get these paper dolls because I know I have more for this journal. They were in the big set of little Miss America dolls. But I think I put them in my paper doll drawer. So I'll be right back. They are not in my paper doll drawer, so I don't know where they are. So I will collage something else on a tag. There's a tag. At least I have a tag. Okay. Too much white. Oh, she's cute. I have to put something over her hand because her hand was behind something and got her fingers chopped off. I think I'll look for a little flower to put there, or I don't know. I don't want it to look like I'm just patching something over a spot. I want it to look like it's part of the design. All right, so the very first project I'm working on this video, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what to do. Maybe a little label. That will do. Maybe a word or something there. Smile. This is from a stamp that I have, a very old Stampin' Up! Stamp, and all of these words are on this stamp, and you can use it whole or cut them out. I'm using my zigzag strips already. I used one yesterday too. I guess I did work down here yesterday a little bit. Yeah, I had Teddy come yesterday for lunch, but I worked down here for a little while before he came. If you didn't see my, I think it was Wednesday, I put up a video of a small haul, and I got dies that make these strips. So if you're interested in them, you can go look at yesterday's video or Wednesday's video, and I have a link there to those dies. Okay, that's cute. I'll put some red seam binding or something in there. And the back will have a paper doll outfit, this one. And I'll just put a little scrap of scrapbook paper on here. Now I can put that flower on. I think I like it there. Okay. I'm going to look for a piece of play money. I don't think I have any over here. And on this side, I'll put an Uncle Wiggily card game. And still read the instructions on the back. Then the other side of the bag. I know one thing I have to do is make some fabric flips for my journal and for this journal. All right, here I need to put a pocket and I need to die cut it. I'm gonna put a Mary Engelbright label there. I have these two labels. Kind of like this one on this page. I think it's a sticker. Somebody sent these to me. I'm gonna glue it. And now I will go cut that pocket. So this is the die. Slot Corner Pocket by Mattie's Crafting Joy. And this was on Amazon. Just fold this and fold this, and you're ready to glue it down. And I have some fun things to put in the pocket. I have a little house to put there, a little die cut house, and I'm going to put a vintage greeting card in the pocket. I have one that fits. I think she will. Oh yeah, she definitely will. Maybe this one will. Oh yeah, a bigger one will. I think she might stay in it better. So now I need to cut a little tag for in here. So I'll be right back with that. The first time I tried to cut that, it was unsuccessful because, I'll tell you why in just a second. Because it's on this big thing, so I can't use the cutting platform. This is called, that's in Spanish, or French, Big's 2 tags. I guess it wasn't. It's got the English right above it. So it's Big's, B-I-G-Z, and it's Sizzix for Stampin' Up. Big's 2 tags, and this is very old. I don't think they make dies like this anymore. It's got the steel cut blade in there. but you can't even feel it. So anyway, I put it through once with just the 2 cutting plates, and it didn't cut it all the way. I can probably try to at least cut this one out. Maybe I can cut around the scallops on that one too and save it. But I put it through with some just cardstock shims, and it worked. So you get two tags with that die. One of them is just one you fold like this, so that's pretty fun. And then this one, I love the shape of this. And I'll tuck that in there. All right, I had to work on my washing machine. It had an uneven load and was walking across the floor, making a big racket. So I had to go in there and level the load, and hopefully it'll get going again. I think it's one of those, you know, the digital ones that test the levels and then add more water, and it's not as simple as the older machines. So it's adding more water, and hopefully it will start up and not make so much noise. So I put this little tag in there, and then a coat check tag. This little tag goes in there, and then the coat check tag back here. And I might end up putting something else in here, like maybe a little paper doll figure. But I don't have one right here. Maybe this would be a good place for her. Now she's a doll that came with this set. They're supposed to stand up, but she doesn't stand. But I'm gonna flatten her out again and put her in my journal, but this is the one that goes in this journal. So I could cut the pieces out. This is the skirt for her. The skirt and the shoes. So I don't know, maybe they'll go in there, but they'll go in here somewhere. All right, this is going to be fun here, and you didn't see this yet. I have these, well, maybe, yeah, you saw it in my flip through. There were 2 flowers on the front cover of the paper doll book, and this hole was cut out, and you could see the paper doll face through the hole. So I cut these flowers out, and I thought I would glue them to a page and just have some fun with them. So I want to put some colored lined paper behind it so you can write on it. Doesn't matter. And then glue it down and make it a little tuck spot. And these colors go well with the colors over here. Maybe I will tuck that back there. It's too tall for that hole. I'll have to put something littler in there. So many fun things in these paper doll books. So many fun things you can do with paper doll books, especially if you do have vintage paper dolls. But you can get digital paper dolls, or I don't even know if you can buy paper dolls. You used to be able to buy them in every drugstore with the coloring books. There were paper dolls, but not anymore. But you can get digital ones, even digitals of these retro looking ones, so that would be fun. So I'll glue that on. I have some little cutout figures. I want to see if one of these will fit in there. These were given to me in a Happy Mail. They were a sheet of replica vintage images, and I cut them out. They had a little dotted line, so I just cut on the dotted line and it made that big white border. She fits in there nicely. Yeah, she's a little too big. I'll put her in there. And there's that page. Could also put a little piece of paper in there for journaling. Let's do that. Maybe 2.5 inches. I'll cut it 9.5 inches and fold it. That should be a good size. Yep, and I'll round the corners. And here I'll just add a little paper doily. Instead of scrapbook paper, I think I'll just put this little digital on. You can write on the back of it. Now this set of cards, the Mother Goose cards, I had all 4 that went with this rhyme, the Wee Willie Winky rhyme. Try saying that, Wee Willie Winky rhyme. So I'll put that here, and I'll probably end up putting this in, maybe, I don't know if there's going to be a pocket here or on the back cover or something, but I'll make sure all 4 cards get placed in this journal. We've got a paper doll dress here, and yes, we will have a pocket, and it will be a paper doll outfit pocket. So let's see what I have here. That would be fun. That might be the only one that I think will work. This one, I don't like the color. So we'll go with that. Oh wait, there's another one. A couple bigger ones. I like her. So we'll put that on a piece of cardstock. Let's do purple. I don't do much purple, and I think I have some purple cardstock. And I will want it to be open on this side because this is the binding of the book, so I want you to be able to reach in that side. So I should have put it over on this corner, but I didn't. This journal will also come with a page of, 2 pages actually, of outfits to color, design, decorate, cut out. But I'll probably just loosely cut around them, or at least cut the page smaller so it'll fit in the box with the paper doll journal. But I'm not going to cut the images out. I am missing one of my little pairs of scissors, so I took my good pair upstairs because I was fussy cutting. So I just have my spare pair down here. So this is the part that's going to be open, so I'm going to start right here. I think because the doll is facing this way, I want it over here, but no, I don't want it over there. I think that looks a little better. I want to make sure there's a roomy pocket there. So maybe I won't glue this part. I'll just glue down here. Let's see how that works. Then I'm going to put a bingo card in there. You can use one of these to decorate it, and I'll glue this to a piece of yellow. And I'll glue some paper to the back. There. That was the last page, but I still have to make fabric flips. I think I have one fabric flip in this journal, and I still need one in my journal. Let's see what I have. I don't think there's one in this signature. There's one in this signature. not one in this signature. So I need 2 fabric flips for this one and 1 for mine. I have no idea how much time I have left because I'm at 45 minutes, but I have a lot of editing out to do while I was fixing my washing machine and all that stuff. I'm going to see if there might be anything already made. These are just strips. And a few clusters. And then we get down to the, oh, there's a pocket there. Forgot about that. That would have been a fun pocket. Lots of clusters. Another pocket. I could have used some of these pockets, especially that one. Here we go, flips. I'll see if any of these colors work. Look at that with the little elephant. Okay, I do want to use some of the paper doll fabric though. All right. Which one did I use already? I used that one, okay. I have this one. And this one. Some of these were used on the fabric pockets too, but I'll use them again. This one. And this one. So this one will, oh, that's the one that's got it. Of course, that's the one I grabbed first. And put it on this side. And I will use the blue background paper doll because this is a white background paper. And I don't want to use this cream one on it or that cream one. We want color. So first I need the big background fabric. And I'll put a little yellow behind this. I want that little boy. I like to leave a little bit of space above my, if I have a focal image, a little space above it so I can put some lace or ribbon at the top. I'll just get a piece of ribbon or lace or rickrack and sew it across the top, and then I'll glue it here. Leave it right in here for now so I know where it belongs. This one will be on the front side too. And that also has a white background. So let's add some color to it with this. Yeah, let's do this. What paper dowel fabric will we use? This one or this one? I think I like the orange with it, the peachy color. That one is not a straight piece, neither is this, but this has more space on it. Well, we can choose a middle piece. Let's try it. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try it. Sometimes I center them, and sometimes I offset them. So I think I could use something from here. Gonna use my pinking shears. Yeah, I think that works. It's very colorful. On the banana page, I think I might center these. Yeah, I like them centered. So there we have it. I'll just make one more for my own journal, but I don't need to do that on camera. This goes in there. This goes in here. We have 3 signatures. And the book is pretty full. All right, so hopefully I can get this put together and finished up tomorrow and do a flip through and maybe have it in my shop over the weekend or on Monday. So stay tuned. Hit the notification bell on the videos, on my channel, so you're notified when there's a new video, so you'd know when this is in the shop. Also, when you go to my shop, you can like my shop, favorite it, or whatever they call it, click on the heart, and then you'll get notifications when I add new items to my shop. So thank you for your patience with me as I'm trying to establish a sort of a new routine, as close to a routine as I can get, and hopefully I'll be able to be in here more. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. But I am spending as much time in here as I can, and I hope that you will come and join me as much as you can. I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day. Bye.